In a significant diplomatic move, Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, reached out to Russian President Vladimir Putin to address rising tensions in the Middle East, focusing on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict, as well as global energy stability and economic collaboration. The call comes amid mounting violence and instability in Gaza, with both leaders discussing potential resolutions to the escalating situation. During the conversation, MBS reportedly explored Putin's views on a possible settlement in Gaza, reflecting Saudi Arabia's efforts to play a mediating role in the conflict. Saudi Arabia, with its unique position and influence in the Arab world, has a vested interest in seeking a path to stability in the region and alleviating the humanitarian crisis affecting Palestinians. This outreach signals MBS's increasing willingness to engage with key global players, like Russia, to help defuse one of the region's longest-standing conflicts. Putin, who has positioned Russia as a counterweight to US influence in Middle Eastern affairs, has previously voiced support for a two-state solution. His government has consistently pushed for diplomatic solutions in conflict zones and sought to expand Russia's influence in the region through strategic alliances. For Russia, the Palestinian issue is also a focal point for strengthening ties with regional powers like Iran and Syria, while maintaining diplomatic relations with Saudi Arabia and Israel. Saudi Arabia's alignment with US policies has typically influenced its regional approach, but recent years have seen Riyadh adopt a more independent stance, especially as it seeks to establish itself as a global power through ambitious initiatives, like Vision 2030, and foster diverse economic alliances. The discussion reportedly included topics beyond the immediate crisis, delving into the implications of the conflict on the global energy market. With both Saudi Arabia and Russia as major oil producers in OPEC+, the ongoing violence poses risks to oil prices, already sensitive to fluctuations and geopolitical upheaval. A key issue on the table is ensuring energy stability, with Saudi Arabia particularly keen on sustaining a balanced market to support economic growth and regional stability. MBS's call to Putin also underscores the growing Saudi interest in forging stronger economic ties with Russia, especially in sectors like energy, technology, and infrastructure, despite the challenging backdrop of Western sanctions against Moscow. In recent years, Saudi Arabia has steadily strengthened its ties with Russia, reflecting MBS's vision of broadening Saudi foreign relations beyond the traditional US-centric approach. This has included joint investments, cooperation in the energy sector, and military discussions. The Saudi-Russian partnership, however, requires careful balance, given Riyadh's long-standing alliance with Washington. By engaging with Russia on the Middle East's most sensitive issues, Saudi Arabia reinforces its status as a proactive diplomatic player, while Putin, for his part, sees this as an opportunity to solidify Moscow's role as an influential power broker in the Middle East. For both leaders, stabilizing Gaza represents a shared interest that aligns with their broader regional goals. Saudi Arabia is aware of the potential for the conflict to spill over into neighboring countries, threatening to undermine regional economies and security. MBS's active involvement in seeking a settlement is indicative of Saudi Arabia's shifting role, seeking to bridge gaps between different actors and mitigate the humanitarian toll. The Crown Prince's engagement with Russia also suggests that he views dialogue with non-Western powers as essential for achieving comprehensive regional solutions. The call also comes at a time when Saudi Arabia is working on normalizing relations with Israel, a move brokered largely by the US. Yet, the ongoing violence in Gaza complicates these efforts, placing Saudi Arabia in a delicate position as it seeks to balance domestic and regional sentiment with diplomatic ambitions. MBS's outreach to Putin may be part of a strategy to seek broader consensus on the Palestinian issue, reassuring key allies and the global community of Saudi Arabia's commitment to a peaceful resolution while affirming its solidarity with the Palestinian cause. For Russia, the call aligns with its broader goals in the Middle East. Putin has long been working to expand Moscow's influence, establishing close ties with Iran, Syria, and Turkey, and leveraging the ongoing conflicts to bolster Russia's presence. Through engagement with Saudi Arabia, Russia not only deepens its influence in regional diplomacy but also signals its willingness to be a constructive player in the Middle East. Russia's involvement adds another layer of complexity to the already intricate landscape, with both Washington and Moscow keen on preserving their respective spheres of influence. The timing of the conversation is also significant, coming amid a period of heightened US-Saudi tensions on issues like oil production levels and military support for regional conflicts. For MBS, pursuing strong relations with Russia offers a degree of leverage with Washington, signaling that Saudi Arabia is capable of building alternative alliances if its own interests are not respected. This balancing act reflects MBS's broader ambition of a more autonomous foreign policy, less reliant on any single power and better positioned to navigate the complex geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. Saudi Arabia's proactive role in discussing potential settlements and fostering dialogue reflects an evolving approach to foreign policy, one that emphasizes the importance of regional stability not only for diplomatic gains but also for the kingdom's long-term economic transformation. The Palestinian-Israeli conflict, long a focal point in Saudi Arabia's foreign policy, has taken on even greater significance amid MBS's efforts to modernize the kingdom. Regional stability, especially in the Levant, is seen as essential for attracting investment, tourism, and talent, all crucial for realizing the goals of Vision 2030. While it remains to be seen how MBS's diplomatic outreach to Putin will shape the immediate outcomes of the Gaza crisis, the conversation marks a continuation of Saudi Arabia's more diversified foreign relations strategy. Riyadh is demonstrating a commitment to engaging with all sides of the geopolitical spectrum, promoting itself as an independent power capable of bridging divides and fostering dialogue between diverse actors. In conclusion, the Saudi Crown Prince's call to President Putin highlights a shared vision for stability in the Middle East and underscores the strategic alignment of interests between two of the world's largest oil-producing nations. As tensions continue to simmer, this outreach represents an important diplomatic gesture, underscoring Saudi Arabia's desire to play a constructive role in the region. At the same time, it points to the broader ambitions of both Saudi Arabia and Russia to wield influence on the global stage by fostering alternative partnerships and challenging traditional alignments.